हर साल न जाने कितने स्टूडेंट्स नीट के लिए अपेयर करते हैं, लेकिन उनमें से कुछ खास ही होते हैं जो इस एग्जाम को सक्सेसफुली अटेम्प्ट कर पाते हैं। एंड टुडे वी हैव समबडी वेरी स्पेशल इन द स्टूडियो जिन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया, राइट प्लानिंग के साथ आज वो नीट चैंपियन बन गई हैं। सो लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू लक्षण्या। Hi Lakshanya,
Hello.
many congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I feel so nice to finally meet you, and now that your hard work is over and you've achieved what you wanted, how do you feel?
It feels happy today to be here. It was my dream since childhood that I wanted to become a doctor, and I just thought I'll work towards it, and today maybe I've achieved it.
Okay, and was it always very easy for you? I mean, now everything looks very simple and not so complex, but was it always like this? Did you ever score low marks and you felt that, this is not what I want to do?
I never felt like I've chosen the wrong path or I do not want to do this, but I did feel low. Like towards the end of my 11th, I used to score low, and I thought maybe I should give up, but then I didn't, and then I started working hard in 12th, and I just did it.
Any particular thing you followed for class 12th that worked for you?
In class 12th, I thought I have to start working more hard. I should study more, spend more time on studying. So I started to wake up 4:30 in the morning and study. I used to study, then go to school, again come back. Aakash classes used to be there, attend. So this was my schedule every day. So just study more and more.
Okay.
That's it.
And because you mentioned Aakash classes were also there to help
Yes.
you, support you, how did you think of that Aakash is going to be, one constant thing in this entire journey?
I had first joined Aakash because one of my cousin had studied here and she recommended me to study in Aakash, and also I felt like Aakash could give me what I wanted. So that is why I joined Aakash.
So, NEET aspirants, if I talk about them, they're here and they're listening to you also right now. You're definitely the champion now for all of us. So, any particular suggestion or tip you want to give them that, I did these mistakes, so you should not?
Just make sure you don't waste your time a lot, because time matters a lot right now in these 2 years. And make sure you use all the possible time that is available to you, and ensure that you get good amount of sleep, like 7 hours of sleep, and that's important. Don't compromise on your sleep for studying. And if like some people they study at night, that's fine if that works for them, but still you have to ensure you get good amount of sleep, and then practice more and more questions, because when you practice more and you make a mistake, you will remember your mistake more than what you have read in the book.
Right.
So practicing more questions is also important.
Okay, so that's again a very nice tip that you've given to all our students, but there are still so many questions. I'm sure, I can look at their faces and I can see that they have so much going on in their mind. So I won't take much of your time. You can start asking questions from Lakshanya.
First of all, congratulations for your success. I just wanted to ask you that what is more important according to you, multiple revisions or giving more and more mock tests?
According to me, multiple revisions and giving more mock tests are the same. It's like when you give more mock tests, you'll come to know what mistakes you're making, and just revise those mistakes again and again. Like suppose if you make a mistake in one particular topic, revise whole of that. Like if you make a mistake from fungi, then revise that whole biological classification again. So that way, you will be able to revise what mistake you have made, and also the entire chapter.
First of all, a heartful congratulations to you. So as you know, we say that in physics we have to practice, practice and practice. I just want to ask that when you practice the question, you have to deal with a lot of questions where you become frustrated that how I'm not able to solve that. Then how you have the power to attack those questions? How you have that dealing power for that questions?
Physics was always frustrating from the beginning.
Yeah.
And when you practice more questions, it could be like you might not get 60% of the questions, but that's fine, just leave them. Your teachers are there for you. Just go ask them help. They will definitely help you. And when you solve a question, the more and more you solve, you'll come to know how to solve a question. And knowing how to solve a question is more important than knowing the solution of that question.
First of all, congratulations for your achievement. I want to ask that how had you balance your NEET preparation along with your school and board exams?
The first thing is you have to understand the syllabus is not different for board exams and NEET exam. So when you're giving your board exams, it is just like you're revising your 12th syllabus for the NEET exam. So just try to manage studying for boards in your school itself. Like boards is more theory based. You'd have to read those derivations and all stuff for boards, which is not needed for NEET. But you can just finish them at school itself. And then when you're coming to Aakash, focus more on your NEET preparation, like the MCQ based questions and all. And the thing is, when you solve MCQs and all, that itself is like a preparation for your board also. So they go hand in hand. You don't have to do something separately for boards and separately for NEET.
Thank you.
Hi, many congratulations to you for your NEET examination. So my question is, how can you overcome your distraction for your NEET examination?
Distractions will always be there. So you have to first try to identify what your distraction is. And like for most of us, it is our phone. So if you don't want to use it, then don't put it near you. Put it somewhere else, somewhere outside. And social media is something that is not actually needed. You don't have to use social media. Like it's not essential for you. Just delete it. You don't need to have it. Like you have to give priority to your goals and your ambitions first. Stop using that. And it's difficult, but if you try, you can definitely do it.
So wonderful question, answer time. I also got to learn a lot from you, Lakshanya. Lekin, I did not mention your parents, because I'm sure they are the biggest role models and they must have inspired you in some or the other way. So what exactly and how exactly did they help you in this process?
They were very helpful for me. Like they were my support system, and without them, I don't think I would have done this today. From dropping me to Aakash and bringing me back and giving me whatever I wanted and supporting me whenever I felt low. They were always there for me.
So even today, they are here to support you. So we have Lakshanya's father with us today. So without further ado, let's welcome Lakshanya's father. Many congratulations, sir. Lakshanya's success is definitely because of you, your hard work. So how exactly are you feeling at this moment when everything is over and she achieved what she wanted to?
Thank you, madam. This is one of the best moments in my life. So it was along with her dream, it is our dream also. So today we are standing here to achieve that she achieved her dream.
Absolutely.
So it's one of the best moments in my life.
Okay. And any changes you made in the house, like were there rules, any kind of routine that you all followed so that she can just be herself and prepare well?
So we created a separate study room for her. So from morning, as she mentioned, from 4:30 to night 7, she'll be in that room to spend to complete her studies completely. So that's the only change we made. So apart from that, as usual, every parents, we sacrifice a lot of things for her to complete her dream. So we sacrifice a lot of Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, traveling, festivals. So last couple of years we did that. So now we are happy that today she achieved this.
Yes. So, in this journey, this was very, very important for, I'm sure, both of you, that you should go to the right mentor, right guide, because one wrong action can actually be very bad and you all will see the repercussions. So, how exactly did you decide for Aakash?
Actually, we know Aakash for a quite period. So the way they thought to the people, the students, and the way they approach on the NEET. So we were happy about that. So that's the reason we took a call to join her in Aakash. So after joining also, so we are very happy the way they thought to her to come up to this level, especially the team teachers, so who gave not only the mental strength to her and to us also they've given. So actually that brought her to this level.
I'm sure a lot of NEET aspirants, they go through different phases. Sometimes it's not that great. Sometimes it's, they're enjoying and they're loving the marks and scores they are having. But, as parents, we don't see the child is working. But then, as parents, I'm sure you would be struggling as well. So what one advice you will give to all those parents who are going through exact similar phase that you went?
See, what my, not an advice, suggestion to all the parents, don't push the kids from the initial targeting to 720 marks. So I am recommending all the patients, just ask them to study, ask them to exercise more and see the trend of marks. Not saying that by one exam if they get 720 happy, leaving them, and second exam if they get 650 again putting pressure on them. So it should not be the kind. So we have to see the progress, how the kids are progressing in a way. So, and the final target is of the NEET exams. So don't put much pressure on the kids. Allow them to the way they are learning. So that makes them a lot of change. So that's what I did it her. So I left to her way of study. So now she has done.
You gave her that freedom and space.
Exactly.
Yeah. So any tip from your side for all the NEET aspirants?
If you actually want to crack NEET, the motivation for it should come from within. Nobody can motivate you from outside. Only when you are determined to do it and only when you are disciplined enough to do what you want, only then you'll be able to crack it.
Wonderful. So I hope आपने आज बहुत सारे लोगों को इंस्पायर किया होगा and they are going to work really hard to achieve that जो आपने achieve किया है. So thank you so much, Lakshanya. Thank you so much, sir, for this time and this valuable conversation. I just know one thing कि अगर आपको कोई चीज़ किसी गोल को अचीव करना है तो टारगेट को अचीव करने के लिए बहुत कड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. उसमें किसी भी तरीके का कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं चलेगा. सो हर साल बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स नीट के लिए अपीयर करते हैं लेकिन लाइक आई सेड इन द बिगिनिंग ऑल्सो कि बहुत कम लोग ही उस लक्ष्य को अचीव कर पाते हैं. एंड वी हैव एन एग्जाम्पल राइट हियर विद अस, लक्ष्य.